Hey friends, how are you guys doing today? Well, I was teaching my class this morning and I was sharing with my girls all kinds of interesting facts about strength training. And I was thinking, you know what, I want to do a live about this because I think there are still a lot of myths out there about strength training. And sometimes strength training gets a bad rap. Listen, I want to clear that up right now because strength training is phenomenal. What's the number one way you can lose weight? It's not going for a run. It's not going for a walk. It's strength training, full body strength training, you guys. That's myth number one. I kind of want to share a funny story with you because it's really bizarre. But I remember it was a couple years ago and I went to go give blood and I'm sitting in the chair and you know, like when you go to the doctor's office, you're always like a little nervous, at least I am. And the nurse grabbed my arm and she's like, "Oh my God," she goes, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh my God, do I have like a tumor in my arm or something?" And I was like, "My tricep?" And she was like, "Is that what that is?" And I was like, that's really weird. I guess she's not used to touching, muscular arms for women. But that really, obviously made an impact on me. And I'm like, that's so weird. You guys, we all need to be strong. We all need to work on it. But strength training doesn't just happen. It's easy for us to go out for a walk, right? But for strength training, you actually have to push yourself and challenge yourself to see results. So there's 8 myths that I want to debunk for you today. The first one being, lifting weights will make you bulk up. Not true. You like that noise? That's not true because we for women don't have enough testosterone to bulk up. So we're going to tone and define, but honestly, only if we use heavy enough weight. It's hard to build muscle. It's not easy. And even for men, it takes them a while before they can add bulk onto their muscles. So it's not going to happen really fast or without even trying, you guys. So don't worry about bulking up. You women don't have enough testosterone to bulk up, okay? You're just going to lean. Number 2, muscle turns to fat if you stop lifting. Do you guys remember hearing that? Like, oh yeah, I used to work out all the time. Now look at him, look how fat he is. Well, muscles and fat, they're different cells. So one can't turn into the other. So muscle will help burn fat, but it can never turn into fat. If you stop working out, chances are you will get more fat, right? But one doesn't turn into the other. One affects the other. Muscle works for you. That's what I always tell my peeps, is that muscle works for you. That's why you want it. It builds metabolism. It burns calories. It's smaller. You're going to get leaner, but one doesn't turn into the other. Number 3, it's best to work one muscle group a day. And I've had people ask me that. I say, why limit yourself? Compound exercises are the best because you work a number of muscle groups at a time. So that enables you to get stronger faster. So that's why I like dumbbells. Because if you sit at a machine, and you're going to work one muscle group at a time. And it takes way longer, right? So why not work? I mean, some of you guys know me. I like to work 2-3 muscle groups, 4 at a time. The more the better. Number 4, lifting heavy is the only way to see results. Not true. So a lot of times you want to use lighter weights. Like a lot of times for my boot camps, I'll show up with lighter weights and we'll do different things. So you don't have to be heavy all the time. But I want to counter that with, you want to use a heavy enough weight to be challenging. So when you use a longer lever, like if you're doing a side lift with a straight arm, you're going to have to go a little bit lighter than you normally do just because of it's a longer lever, okay? Number 5, weightlifting is bad for joints. Not true. Not if you're safe with it, okay? Because it can actually help grow the structures around your joints to give it support, okay? So it can actually help the soft tissue around your joints get stronger. You just have to have proper form. Proper form with strength training is essential for you to reap the many benefits of strength training. Myth number 6, weightlifting decreases flexibility. That's not true, not if you do it right. If you use a full range of motion, you're actually going to be stretching out. Like this morning, we did some deadlifts. Deadlifts are my absolute favorite because I have tight hamstrings. So when I'm doing a deadlift, going all the way down, it's a beautiful stretch, and then it's a strengthen as you come up. So as long as you use full range of motion and you are doing proper form, it actually increases your flexibility. Number 7, machines are more effective than weights. I think I already talked about that because when you're using weight, when you're using a machine, you're using one muscle group at a time. So I prefer dumbbells to work your core for stability, and then the other muscle groups all working together. So number 8, strength training is for young people only. That's not true. I do some silver sneakers classes, and older people can benefit from strength training, obviously, right? It beats osteoporosis, it builds bone density, it helps with your joints, it helps prevent arthritis. There's a lot of benefits, so there's no age limit to strength training. So I would say if you're older, my mom's strength trains, like she will use like 5s, and like she is a Wonder Woman because she'll use 8s also, but she strength trains, and there's benefit to it. So don't think that it's a bad thing as you get older. It's actually a great way to prevent many diseases. So I want to talk about some benefits, okay? Well, not benefits, but some fun little things. I mentioned this in the beginning, the number 1 way to lose weight. I want you guys to remember that. Grab a pair of weights. Now your weights need to be challenging enough. If you are not challenged by the end of a workout, you need to go heavier. If you are not challenged by the end of an exercise, you need to go heavier because you're not going to see any gains. If you want to stay where you're at, and some people do, then stay where you're at and don't go heavier, but your strength will be limited. You want to strength train 2 to 3 times a week, and that's full body. That's not working legs one day and upper body another day. That's full body. I try to always do full body. I don't like to focus on one muscle group at a time. I like to get the whole thing. So you want to get a full body workout 2 to 3 times a week, okay, to reap the benefits. You also need to eat right, okay? So if you want to see the muscle underneath, just like with your core, with your abs, you need to eat a lean diet. So what you eat really does matter, and you want to take in protein. Protein and complex carbs within 1 hour after you work out, because that protein will go directly into those muscles to help recover those muscles. Because you know, when we work out, we're ripping the muscles apart, which is why you're sore afterwards. So that protein gets right in there and helps heal those muscles. And guess what? They come back stronger, and they come back leaner so you can see them, right? You like to see those strong lines. You like it when someone's like, hey, nice arms, right? So you want to eat right. Number 4, I've already said it. You want your weights to be challenging enough. You don't want to stay at 5s, you guys. I mean, 5's a great place to start, but come on, move it up every couple of weeks. You'll know when it's time to move it up. And you want it to be full body. So I love strength training. I swear by it. Number 1 way to lose weight. And yeah, guys, go get your weights. Make sure they're heavy enough. Find a fun group to work out with. You can join us if you want. We're a fun group. I'm doing Zooms every day. If you're interested, let me know. Anyway, I hope that helps, and get those weights going. All right, you guys. Hi, guys. Hi, Steph, Julia, Hailey. Have a good day.